1 in 8,192. Those are your odds for encountering a shiny Pokemon in the wild. And yeah, I know there are plenty of ways to improve those odds. There are entire channels devoted to shiny hunting. But for the average player, that wild shiny encounter is something that is truly amazing. So it's a complete drag when you finally get that encounter and the shiny you find is cringeworthy. But we're not here to complain about that. No, we are better than that. We're gonna fix it. This is the top 10 shiny Pokemon that need reshines. Take 2. This is the second list, so it's kind of like the top 11 through 20, but who's really counting? But of course, if that means you don't see the shiny Pokemon that you think needs to be on the list, well, maybe it's on that one. Or maybe I'm just wrong, which I'm sure plenty of people will be kind enough to let me know about in the comments below. So who made the cut? Well, let's find out. Komala. Oh yeah, although new, Gen 7 is far from exempt on this list. And of all the 800 plus Pokemon, there isn't a shiny that is more bland than Komala's. So much so that, did you even realize what I'm showing you is Komala's shiny? Yeah, let's see the two next to each other. Oh wow, no, that's an impressive change. Nothing quite like finding a shiny tree. No wait, finding a shiny tree in Pokemon is actually better than this. So yeah, let's just keep this simple. Komala is obviously based on an actual koala. So let's just make his fur gray, instead of blue. Nothing flashy, but it works. And sure, he can keep his pink tree. Lucario. Alright, let's get controversial. I have heard arguments for and against Lucario's shiny form. One side saying, look, Lucario's going Super Saiyan. And I'm sure sharing the same voice actor as Goku from the US dub doesn't hurt the argument either. But I've also seen the other side go, look, Lucario's turning puke yellow. It seems to be pretty split down the middle, but let's be real here, we can't drop the Super Saiyan concept. So instead, let's triple down on it. Okay, maybe not triple down. Instead, let's give that gold a much deeper color and make that black darker too to really help it pop. Yeah, there's our Super Saiyan Lucario. Magmortar. So, I took a lot of flack in my last video for focusing on the pink shinies a bit too much, but Magmortar's pink shiny just doesn't do it justice. It takes away from the cool flame pattern. And for what? A toned down tint? No, we need to bring out his coolness factor by emphasizing the flames and smoke you'd see in an inferno. Or an erupting volcano. Now I want to see that fight a shiny Charizard. Zebstrika. Another mon that just isn't getting its just due in the awesome shinies department is definitely Zebstrika. I mean, there is barely any difference between this Pokemon and its shiny form. It just gets a little lighter. Whoop-de-doo. Instead, let's really bring out that electric typing, shall we? A darker black for its coat to represent that dark sky, and dark yellow bolts to streak across its body. Now I'd ride that into battle. Ursaring. So, another major gripe people had with my last list was a lack of those ugly green shinies. Yeah, Gen 2 was the first to introduce shinies, but it was also the one that just front-loaded the roster with pinks and greens. Ugly greens. Enter Ursaring. It looks like a moldy bear. Ugh. So let's fix that. Since we already have a polar bear Pokemon, white is definitely out. So instead, let's go with a simple black bear design. This also goes great with the whole crescent moon, full moon shtick that it and Teddy Ursa's got going on. Plus, it gives Ursaring some synergy with another Gen 2 favorite. Miss Magius. Rolling with the ugly green shinies, we have Miss Magius. And man, talk about wasted potential. Now, stop and think about this for a second. When coming up with nicknames for our teams, it's pretty common to see Pokemon named after other popular gaming icons. So why not let the shiny form do the same? A bit of an homage, if you will. I came up with these two designs here because I just had to. A black mage and a white mage. And really, if Pokemon can have different forms as well as multiple color schemes, why not multiple shinies too? Noiburn. I gotta be honest with you, Noiburn should probably be higher on this list. Its color scheme in general is pretty all over the place, which makes giving it a shiny form a lot more difficult, especially if you want to keep all the color variety intact. But I think swapping the dark fur to a white fur is a pretty good start. Now I've got two forms here, one revolving around reds and the other around blues, but I can't decide which I like better. So if there's one that you prefer, please tell me which one down in the comments below. Gogoat. Shiny Gogoat is one of those shinies that really just makes me scratch my head. On one hand, I like the black and white pattern of its fur, and I like the idea of the golden horns. But add in the red hooves and the light green leaves, it's just too much. Instead, let's take a page out of Deerling's playbook and give Gogoat shiny forms that work with the different seasons instead. Of the group, fall is my favorite. Crocodile. Beady eyes, it all comes down to those beady eyes. And I get what they were going for, as sand crocodile would best blend into the desert with sand colored skin. And as a bonus, this color scheme is a throwback to its prior evolution. But man, those eyes just look ridiculous. And it completely takes away from the whole sly thief aspect that the crook in its name comes from. So instead, let's keep the cool shades aspect and just make the red skin match the new color. Or if you want something a little different, let's show that making green shinies can indeed work by giving him a bit more of a crocodile skin tone. A cartoonish skin tone, mind you. Now, before we get to number 1, let's have a quick recap. Number 10, it's more than just a shiny log, it's Komala. Number 9, that tingly feeling you get in your back. Number 8, Magmortar. Number 7, making lightning strike for Zebstrika. Number 6, Ursaring. Number 5, Final Fantasy White and Black editions. Number 4, Noiburn. Number 3,
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
And number 2, no more beady eyes. Espeon. I caved. The number 1, why wasn't this on your list, I got last time was Espeon, which to be fair, really was my number 11, because when it comes right down to it, there is no escaping the popularity of the evolution line. So this ugly green shine, it's gotta go. But realistically, Espeon is primarily a single color, so just going down the line until you find something you like is the easiest way. But we're better than that, so let's go with a throwback. Remember the Marsh badge from the original Red and Blue? The first badge you got from the series' first Psychic Gym? Yeah, let's pay a little bit of homage to that, shall we? And make Espeon gold. Yeah, way better than green. So that's my top 10 Pokemon that need reshines, part 2. What did y'all think? Do you like the changes I've made? Do you have some ideas of your own? Or am I completely wrong? No, that can't be it. But I'd love to hear your ideas for some different shinies in the comments below. And who knows, maybe there'll be a part 3 in the future. Goodness knows there were like 8 others that I had to cut for this list. But until next time, go ahead and check out the first video if you haven't already, and remember to like and subscribe. And of course, keep on striving to be the very best, like no one ever was. Especially not Ash.